Good morning, everybody. This your boy D Mac. Let's talk. So I just woke up, man. I was woken up by a notification from one of my friends. Shout out Taja. And the topic that I want to go over today, right now, real quick with y'all, if y'all don't mind, let's talk about the NFL because the NBA season is over. And now we're about midway through the WNBA season, but NFL season is coming up. And so, going with that, I want to ask a question. Are NFL players modern day indentured servants? Uh, I say that because I looked up the definition for indentured servant, and y'all got to hear this. Check this out. So, an indentured servant is a man or woman who signs a contract, also known as a covenant, by which they agree to work for a specific number of years for food, clothing, and shelter. Now, I ask you again, are the NFL players, NBA players, pretty much all of those sports guys, are they indentured servants? I think so, for the simple fact that you look at how they go on the NFL draft. It's very reminiscent of the old slave auction blocks. And they'll take this player and they'll put him up there and they'll give you all of his stats and they'll tell you everything about him. And then you'll determine his value based off of the statistics and analytics that are given to you about that specific player. Does that sound eerily like the slave auctions? That's what they do. They take that big buck and they put him up there on that slave block and they say, "Look at this big buck. He's good for hunting. He's good for climbing trees. He can carry over twice his size, his weight and whatever." And there's there's so many different things that they're doing to show you that they are doing the slave trade. That's exactly what's going on. So, yeah, I got somebody trying to call me right now, but I'll get back into it. Um, all right, sorry about that. Let me get back into what I was saying. All right, so yeah, it's just very reminiscent of those slaves being put up on those auction blocks and then them running down everything they need to know about that slave before they make a choice to buy him. And the team owners do the exact same thing. It's the exact same setup. Now, once that player gets to that team, they're going to take him and they're going to show him how everything goes where their team is. And they're going to move there. They're going to get housing. They're going to get everything that they need for their services from those owners. And the parallel of these two things to me is just too uncanny for me to not say something about it and put this bug in your ear. So, there was NFL players, and they were arguing about this point because some was saying that they got offended by somebody saying that they were under a form of slavery, but they couldn't prove otherwise, and I just saw that they are. There's things in those players' contracts. There's certain things that they can't do. They can't go out and just play a pickup game of basketball because of they might get hurt. They can't go out and ride motorcycles and certain things like that that would be considered dangerous that would hurt them. Why? Because they're somebody else's property now. They belong to someone else. Yeah. That's the truth. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. Recently, we had what's the dude name? We just had the Jamal dude. Yeah, and he went and he was doing like a camp with these kids, but the kids told I believe it was who was Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, it was Shannon Sharpe, and he was like, "Man, why is you doing that? That's stupid of you. You can mess up your career, and I know it's got to be in your contract that you can't do certain things and stuff like that." I mean, this guy's just having fun. He's having fun with the kids. The kids are having fun. If he gonna get hurt, he gonna get hurt no matter where he's at. He can be walking downstairs in his house and break an ankle. He can be doing something around the yard and have a freak accident. He can be on the way to the game and have an accident. So, not every, yeah, you don't want to jeopardize yourself, but at the same time, how is it that somebody can tell me how to live my life just because they give me money to perform a certain thing on a field? You have no say over my life. You have no control over my life just because you paying me a couple coins. But that's the priority in the United States. America sees its value in money and tangible things. They don't see any value in the intangible things. So as long as that's going to be the case in the United States, then all of these athletes are going to continue to be indentured servants. That's all I wanted to put out there. This is your boy D Mac. If you have a problem with what I said or you have a different take, please hit the comments and let me know so we can talk about it. That's what this is. D Mac, let's talk. So I'll holler at you later. Peace.